time is significantly better than mine.
It's fine.
Oops, was not expecting Chrono to be here. There we go.
I think someone invited him. Just for you. Just out of you.
It's a payback from 7 from linking his stream.
I'm gonna erase this save real quick. We don't need it.
Ah, you did know the trick still.
Okay, yeah, we good. We good. Cool. You ready on starting the timer?
Absolutely.
Then I'm gonna get to the starting screen. I'm always used to there being a naming screen after that. This is like the only Final Fantasy I run that doesn't have that. This happens like every other run for me. Okay. If you'd be so kind as to give me a countdown.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
So hello everybody, this is Final Fantasy IV for the PlayStation Portable. We're Lord Cecil, Captain of the Baron Red Wings, and we just came back from our mission over in Mysidia where we took the water crystal. Because the king has ordered us to gather that crystal, so you know, we're captain of the biggest military air fleet in the world, so we should probably obey our king. Soldiers are kind of questioning why we had to do that, because they weren't really fighting back. It's okay, I guess. They even hit the white mage. Oh, I mean, we might not have done good here. This seems morally wrong.
Oh, it's fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine. There must be a reason for it, right? The king can probably explain it when we get back. We'll ask him.
Can't possibly be evil. We're the good guys.
Oh yeah, we are the good guys, so we should probably be fine. The king will be okay with this. He'll explain it, and it'll make sense. We'll just calm our people down by saying that, you know, the king he knows what he's doing. Wait, shit. Monsters are attacking? Oh, fire the cannons, boys! We got this.
Oh no.
So yeah, this is the first moment where we get to see auto battle. This is one of the very few Final Fantasies in general that actually has an auto battle feature, basically speeding up or doubling the speed of combat. It is in part why this game is pretty fast, considering it's a completely glitchless run. For comparison, the SNES run would have about the same estimate, but it skips an entire dungeon and has step manipulation, which this run doesn't have. So yeah, it's pretty fast-paced, just in part because of that. Well, we're about to arrive in Baron, so we should probably just get in there, and we can ask our king. He can explain us, right? So yeah, back home. Home sweet home, right? We're greeted by Captain Bagan. He's like some high-ranked general or something. So yeah, I mean, we kind of know the castle. He's just gonna lead us to the king, because it's like the right-hand man of the king, something like that. We'll have to wait here a bit. Now, Bagan, he's kind of a mean guy. What we don't know, but we do actually know because of this screen, is he's kind of telling that, you know, we're questioning the judgment of the king. And just after that, once we've handed the crystal, we're gonna question why we had to get it in the first place. Sounds kind of suspicious. If I was the king, I would start feeling suspicious here, and I would not trust this guy, especially since he's like the captain of the Red Wings. So we're stripped of our command. And, you know, I don't know, but getting stripped of our command, and we're only like 3 minutes in, is probably not a good idea. But we get a quest to prove our loyalty. We gotta bring this ring to the village of Mist. Now, I'm gonna first do some settings here. There we go. Gonna grab some items here just for some safety. Ether, some attend, and some money. Because money can be good, right? And we're just gonna get some cutscenes. So this is Rosa. It's like the daughter of the king or something. She's a really good white mage too. We'll get to see her again later. She's like our almost waifu in this game. Yeah, I mean that's Tia, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously Tia. Hashtag Team Tia. So yeah, let's just go to bed. We're leaving for Mist in the morning, so we might as well get a good night's rest. just some tech smashing. So yeah, here we're basically in our moral dilemma of, you know, we kind of stole a crystal and we still don't really know why. We used force on people that weren't trying to fight us, they were just trying to protect themselves. And we're not really sure what the right thing is here. It's confusing. I mean, this stuff would be confusing as well. It's kind of the debate, would you keep loyal to your king or to your own morals? But we're gonna set out for Mist, so we should be okay. So let's just do that. And we're gonna get one of the bigger cutscenes in the game, because unlike in Final Fantasy I, these cutscenes are not skippable. So we were stripped of our command, and as the captain, blah blah blah. You can read it on text, on the screen. You guys get this, right? It's like a minute or something that we have to sit here reading text. It's this is one of the longest, if not the longest, cutscene in the game. I mean, we might as well get it out of the way now. It kind of explains how Baron got to be what it is. So Baron originally didn't have any of the crystals, but it is the biggest military force in the world, especially the Air Force, the Baron Red Wings. They are a very powerful military force in the entire world, so gathering crystals is kind of debatable. It's probably not something we should be doing.
It'll be fun.
Probably yes.
Chance on something going wrong is like absolutely zero.
Exactly. Now, we need to go to the Village of Mist, but I like going fast, so we're gonna just pick up a Chocobo here. Because everybody loves Chocobos, right? Oh, right, there was actually an item there. Whatever, so yeah, this is a Chocobo. Now we're not gonna get any encounters, we're gonna run faster.
You picked that one up.
Yeah, it can run through water as well. Well, canals, you know, as long as the water isn't up too high. And we get to the dungeon that connects Baron to Mist.
Instant.
Yeah, we can run very quickly due to being on auto battle, which doubles the speed, and running already being fast in this game.
Encounters literally take like 2 seconds.
Unless you're getting ambushed, yes.
Nice.
Gonna pick up both potions here. Normally I'd only pick up like one, but since it's a marathon, I'm gonna just pick up both. And I'm gonna have to focus on this fight a bit. This is the first boss of the game, the Mist Dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why we had to do that. So yeah, basically this was an introduction to the ATB system. Final Fantasy IV being the first Final Fantasy that switched from a turn-based system to ATB. And, you know, to kind of show off how that real-time fighting works, they added a boss like that. Funny enough, they actually did it in several other Final Fantasies afterwards as well. I'm just gonna unequip him, because we don't care for him. So you can actually kill him before he switches in his Mist phase. It's very rare, in my experience. It's supposedly like a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 4 or something, but I've never actually gotten it in a run. You need to crit several times before it. So, it's... But yeah, we entered the Village of Mist, and that ring that we brought here suddenly turned into a whole lot of bombs, and we're gonna set the entire town on fire. That was not what's supposed to happen. We were supposed to bring that ring here to help the people, right? Not destroy the entire village. So we meet up with this kid here. Her mom just died. It's really sad. Her mom being the Mist Dragon. And since we killed the Mist Dragon, we also killed her mother. It's a really sad story. This king there must be something wrong with this king, right? This doesn't seem like the honorable thing to do. Killing villages like this. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly defend here. Slightly faster. Otherwise we'd get the attack animations a bit slow. She's gonna summon Titan, and that's gonna do a whole lot here. It didn't seem to, but you can see its power here.
Skip to the World of Ruin already?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
So, welcome everybody, this is Final Fantasy VI, World of Ruin, Kappa. But no, Kane, he's disappeared, but we did find Grydia, who was unconscious there. We might as well get to an inn so that she can sleep up a bit, you know. A lot has happened, so I would imagine that'd be hard, especially on a child her age. Didn't get any encounters there, that's really good. So we enter Kaipo, the desert city. We're gonna be here a few more times, but for now we're just gonna take a nap. He lets us stay for free, so that's really convenient. I mean, I guess he sees that we have a child who's obviously exhausted and probably unconscious still at that point. So it would be the honorable thing to just let us stay here. But what's this? Some soldiers in the middle of the night? They want to kill the child? Dude, it's a child, you don't do that. Well, yeah, but I didn't know. I actually got 4 off? Wow. Normally you get at most 3. I've never seen 4 before. It can happen. It's definitely happened to other runners before, but it's very rare. Usually you switch to defend. It's a pretty tight window, and it loses like 3 seconds or something. It's very minor. So yeah, we're all rested up, so let's get moving. Now I want to talk to some people here, because you know we're casually you talk to everybody, right? Oh, but what's Rosa doing here? She's very sick, it seems. I think we might just want to do something about that. Please get out of my way, NPCs. So yeah, in the NES version, you can actually take 1 step to the right inside of town, and you'd leave the town on the right, but that doesn't work in the PSP version, so we have to take 2 extra steps on the overworld. It's a minor little difference between SNES and PSP. I don't know how it is for the other versions.
Hey, that wasn't Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, I know. I wish it was like that in Final Fantasy 1 as well, but it's just not gonna happen.
Nope.
So yeah, this is Tella. He's a really strong mage. He's one of the best mages. And he's a sage actually, so he can use both white and black magic. And we're gonna have to watch out a bit here. I want to have a specific encounter. So I'm actually going out of auto, which is going to slow the fights down, but it's gonna give me a bit of an extra window. This is more of a safety strat than anything else. I want to see 3 killer fish, because we're going to kill that to get Rydia a level up. Quickly grab these items here. That's what I was looking for. That levels up Rydia. That has 2 bonuses, so for the next boss she's a little less likely to actually die, which is, you know, that's convenient. In my PB run she did actually die, but, you know, you can revive her at the end of the fight, so it's not a huge deal. The fight after that though, the boss after that, she has some extra MP, causing her to be able to use several extra Chocobo kicks. I think it's even 2 extra. So it adds a whole lot of safety to both the next fight and the fight after that. It is still a bit of a safety strat. You can skip out of it. It is a bit slower, but because of that, it's definitely worth it to just take that one fight in a marathon. So I think it's time for a nap. We've been running through this cave for a while. So I mean, Rydia must be tired. She's only like this little kid. So we'll sleep up. We'll not save yet. We don't really need to. Not here, at least.
Like the animation is quick, but like longer than.
Yep, the animation is indeed longer than, you know. Yeah. It's a thing.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
Gonna pick up some extra money, make the money management just a little bit easier. We didn't use a potion, so I don't need that one. I'm gonna take a safety ether here. This is technically not one I would normally pick up, but it makes the late game a little bit easier because I have an extra ether to work with. Plus, if I make a mistake somewhere, it's more easily to fix it because of that ether. Plus, it's only like 15 seconds to grab it anyway. So yeah, he recommends using a tent outside. I don't think we took any damage, so I don't really see a reason to. So time for the second half. Let's go for the second boss of the game. We'll find him a bit further. First though, I feel like we could use some extra items still, just to upgrade my gear a bit. We're still running out around the gear we got right at the start of the game after all. Okay, 2 little chests over here. Let's do some equipment. But one-step encounter.
Nice.
So yeah, this is Octomammoth. He's a fun little boss. You'll see. It's a pretty interesting fight. Once I've got everything set up, I'll try to explain the fight as best I can. So yeah, basically this entire fight, it's not. Oh wait, Rydia is on attack. I may need to fix that real quick. She's supposed to be on defend here. Let me... okay, I am messing up this fight right now. Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
All of her tentacles are dead and she's still moving.
So yeah, the more tentacles I kill here, the slower he gets. So the faster I kill off these tentacles, the better. Or she. Can you really tell? Mammoth, actually. Tella is getting low, so I'm going to... It's very important that Rydia survives this fight. If she doesn't, that's a really big deal. I'd rather take it a bit slow and make sure she lives. Okay, there we go, because you can see here the amount of levels she gains. She gains like 4 levels or something. Really slow fight there, got a bit unlucky, but we got through it, so it's okay. It's all okay. And that gets us to Dimshian. So in order to rescue Rosa, which we needed to do here, we need to get a sand pearl. And the only way to get that is by getting it from some kind of antlion, however you want to call it. Apparently the people of Dimshian should know how to get that. Thing is, they just got bombed. That's bad news. Wait, what? Okay, I was buffering for down, but I still went up for some reason. So yeah, this is Anna. This is Tella's daughter, actually, which is the very reason he went here. To try and save his daughter, who ran off with some kind of bard. You spoony bard! It's like the second best line in the game.
What sound effect?
20 bars in chat. Do you have them?
So yeah, it turns out that spoony bard is actually the crown prince. I think it's the crown prince, but it's the prince of Dimshian, who actually does end up becoming king later, so I guess it's close enough.
Spoilers.
I mean, he is the prince, the entire castle is bombed, practically nobody is alive. I mean, there's kinda not really another choice.
He's going to be king of nothing.
Pretty much.
King of Ruin.
I mean, I guess the people that weren't in the castle are still alive. But yeah, he's devastated, of course, because he just lost the love of his life. Rydia's being like, yeah, man up, I just lost my mother. We need your help. And he agrees to it. So we can go get that sand pearl, which is gonna cure Rosa, so that should be helpful. Let's get a move on it, shall we? Now he does give us this little hovercraft here. It's crazy fast. Try properly controlling that thing. That's actually really, really difficult to control.
This would look insane.
It actually is, I think it's only that fast in this version. I know from GBA that it's not nearly as fast there. So it's kind of interesting, but you know, we'll get by with it. At least it's fast, so I guess that's a good thing.
If for some reason you run faster in these dungeons than in towns.
It's actually the same in towns, but it's slower on the world map. Guess we're not gonna hear anything of the beautiful cave music here. So yeah, going in here gets me 3 items: the Phoenix Down, the Ether, and an emergency exit. That emergency exit is gonna save me from actually having to walk out. So that's convenient. Gonna make a safety save here. Antlion has only ever killed me once, but you know, we really don't want to have that happen in a marathon and get set back to Octomammoth. Be a bit of a waste. Okay, so yeah, that's what you don't want to have happen there. That's what that safety potion was for earlier, in case something stupid like that would happen. So it's fine here if Edward dies. It's fine if Rydia dies, as long as she's cast enough Chocobo kicks. So let's see how lucky we're gonna get. Every time I attack, he counters with that pincer. It's really annoying. But we have a fighting Chocobo for us, so we've got that.
Size as well.
Hello!
So Edward is gonna go into hiding. He's not gonna be of much use from there. If he's in critical HP, he just goes into hiding. And for some reason, he can't get attacked there.
Very sad. My face is up like this perfectly.
So I'm gonna use a potion there. Because he's getting kinda low. I've only been attacked on Cecil. Normally he attacks Rydia a few times. Which at this point would be fine. Okay, there we go. That was a good Antlion fight.
Definitely.
Definitely acceptable there. So off to a pretty decent start after that rough Octomammoth fight. 22 minutes is decent here. It's definitely acceptable. So yeah, I organized my stuff earlier because of the Phoenix Down, so we can just emergency exit out. So instead of having to walk all the way out, we just took that detour to a save point, which adds to the safety, to be able to do this. Now I need to actually get that. Navigating with this thing is horrible. You might be able to imagine as much at this speed. Actually, hold on. Before I do, this is one that I'm hopefully not going to need, but there is a fight coming up. I have once messed up the fight and died there, so I guess for super safety marathons, it's not a fight you should ever die on, but you know, I defended for the first 2 turns, because of which he dealt a great amount of damage, and then I missed twice.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's
probably not gonna happen.
That's like that would be marathon RNG at its finest because assuming I do the fight correctly, I wouldn't be I would have to miss like 4 times. Yeah, it can happen though. This is FF4, it can happen. So yeah, Rosa, she's all healed up. We're gonna get this little cutscene. This bard, Edward, he's still very sad because he just lost his loved one. So in the middle of the night, he decides to go. He decides that it's a smart idea to go out of the house and play the harp in the middle of the desert. I mean, I understand that you just lost the love of your life, but really?
Make some sick jam.
So yeah, obviously he gets attacked here. If Edward dies here, it's actually game over, and by default he'd still be on the fence. Anna does show up, you know, give us a bit of moral support, I guess. Nice critical there. There we go. See, that fight can just be easy like that.
Or it can be a true gatekeeper.
Or, nah, not really. It's never really a true gatekeeper, but I've lost a run to it before. So yeah, let's just say bad things can happen, and we should be glad that bad things didn't actually end up happening. Exactly. Don't jinx this.
Don't worry, we'll get enough bats.
You can get stuck behind those rocks really easily. I know I've been saying this a lot, but we'll just keep on safety saving. The early game has quite a few bosses that can be a bit dangerous. It's actually funny how the last boss in the run, like the final boss, is actually one of the easiest bosses in the game. That's because we'll be of a quote-unquote casual level at that point, but early on we'll be kind of low leveled, so we gotta kind of watch out here. So yeah, Rydia, she didn't know any fire spells. I mean, her village got burned down, so she was kind of afraid of fire. But for the sake of saving our run, she did end up learning fire, and now we can continue to the top of the mountain. So let's just do that. We're basically on our quest to warn the monks of Fabul because they have another crystal, the Crystal of Wind. Basically, Baron now owns the fire and the water crystal. Wind and earth they don't yet have. Bit of an RNG fight here. It can be either 3 turns or 4 turns, depending on the damage rolls. That seemed good. Good fight. Usually it's 3, but it can be done. Set up everybody. I think I'm just gonna set her up for that. Shouldn't need the extra health, but it's a quick animation anyway, so... Seeing as how Yang got hit a couple times, I guess it could be useful. I don't care for Edward or Rydia, but the rest of them I kind of would like to stay alive. You do heal more if you do it on one target. So this is Mom Bomb.
His face is
It's gonna explode. We're just gonna slow all of them. See, this is why we don't care for Yang, or for Rydia or Edward here. It should be fine from here. No, but they're slowed significantly. They're already pretty slow enemies, and when you slow them like that, they don't really get anything off. So, good fight. Pretty decent Mom Bomb fight. Played it a bit slow, but that did end up making it a good fight. Like, we got good RNG there, so happy with how that went. So Yang decides to join our party. That makes a total of 5, which makes this one of the few Final Fantasies where you can actually have 5 people in your party. Now, before we get out, I should probably do this. we're not gonna need their equipment anytime soon, so we're just gonna unequip everything and save that for later. We could probably use it for selling or stuff. That could be useful. Ooh,
Whoa.
okay. Just give him a bit of health. We should be fine either way, but... Okay, you know what? I am going to do a safety save that I've never done before. I mean, it takes like 5 seconds to save, and it does secure everything we've done up to this point. So I guess we should just play it like super safe, probably more safe than I should.
Wow.
You'll see plenty more one-steps like it. Especially in some of the later dungeons, those things tend to be a recurring thing. So we've almost reached Crrool, and I think it's about time we tried helping defend those crystals. They've already got 2, and that can't be good. Especially seeing as how the king kind of destroyed an entire village just now. This is very important. Normally what I do when mashing, I mash X and down. Very important to not do that here. There are some of those text boxes where you can say no, and if you do, well, it's bad. Was not supposed to do that, but we'll just do it like this. Edward dying here is actually a good thing, by the way. Believe it or not, but Edward is completely useless, and usually he gets to critical HP, which means at the start of every fight he's going into hiding, which loses like a second on each of these fights. So yeah, you can even see the shadows of the airships coming over there. It's really cool. It's a neat little detail. So yeah, basically Baron is attacking us in order to get the wind crystal, and we're gonna do everything in our power to defend that crystal. Because we're the good guys, after all. They are breaking through, though. This could be bad. I wonder what they would do with all those crystals.
Jewelry.
Jewelry, yeah, I mean, it could. It's kind of like the pillars of the world they're making jewelry out of, though. Yes.
How awesome.
That is true. It makes for some fancy jewelry. So yeah, the door is locked. Okay, I guess it's not. Nice one-shot. You don't one-shot him unless you're critical. So, good stuff. So, in a little bit, we're actually going to enter a really interesting fight. Keep an eye on Cecil's health right now. You can see how he's like below 200. He's definitely not on full health, right? Nice miss. So yeah, keep in mind, we're damaged. We definitely took a couple hits during those fights. Time to make our last stance in the crystal room, though. Let's see if we can protect it. It's Kane attacking us. Wait, what's this? Also, I'm fully healed now. For a fight that I'm supposed to die on. Don't know why the game decided to give me full health for a fight that I have to die on anyway, but, you know. That gets us to Golden's. Now, if you've ever played Final Fantasy IV, you know him for 2 things. He's one evil dude, and he's got some amazing themes. An amazing sound, an amazing soundtrack behind him. So yeah, Kane gonna steal the Crystal of Wind, which means they have every crystal except Earth. This is bad. I mean, we do kind of have the Dimshian force behind us, as far as there's anything left of that. We've got the Monks of Crrool with us, so I guess there's that. We might be able to make it to Baron, make a stance at least. You know, see what we can do to get some of those crystals back. Or at least try to talk to the king. Gonna get the Hermes sandals there, that's just so I can haste myself later. And I guess it's time for a good night's rest. We've kind of deserved that much. Now, luckily the king here, he's a nice king, so he's actually going to borrow us a ship, unlike the Cornelian king. And he's gonna give us a sword, the Deathbringer. Sounds powerful. I'm very interested in the contents of that pot. The Bacchus's wine is an item that berserks my character, which will be very helpful for one fight, the final boss. We actually want to get a couple of those just for the final boss fight. I'll explain it when we get there, but... I did unequip those. Yeah, I did unequip them. Unequipping them is kind of important.
Does that make you lighter and faster?
It does not, but they're gonna leave my party in a minute, and I get to be able to sell that equipment, so it's money.
And one equals time saving.
Exactly. I mean, it's more safety items, it's more healing items, it's more, or better equipment.
Why would you want more?
So we're gonna set sail here. It's time we made our way to Baron, get an explanation from the king, because he's been doing some messed up stuff right now. Like, this is really messed up to this point. So yeah, bit of a cutscene. Don't really need to do anything, so it's a nice bit to relax for a minute. It's been like almost like 30 minutes of pure action, so... I mean, it's pretty smooth sailing so far, so nothing to worry about.
If you're ahead of the Super Nintendo version,
I am significantly ahead of the Super Nintendo version.
I think it's like 5 minutes ahead.
Well, by the time we get the Paladin, we'll be about 10 minutes ahead of the Super Nintendo version. This game, like, for comparison, the record is at 2:42 right now, I believe.
Which is like 12 minutes below the second time, which is great.
Yeah, the difference between first and second and third are huge, but... I mean, to be fair, it's Chrono Kirby that runs it, and now, well, he's just... That's a machine. That guy is an absolute machine in this game. Or basically in any game he runs, so I guess there's that. Wait, what's this? That is looking pretty bad right there. Some giant sea monster? That could be a problem.
Now Silvera's going.
Oh, Rydia. Oh, she was just a child. Please, game. Yang jumping after her, but still, she was just a child. What a waste. And Edward as well. Or at least knocked unconscious. Bit of a cutscene. Like I said, not skippable in the BSG version. There's a few of those throughout the run that you just can't skip. Wait, where are we? Okay, there's a town here. Oh, I think I remember this town. Isn't this where we stole the water crystal? These people might just still be mad at me. Also, this is like the most epic theme in the game, and we only get to hear like the start of it. Such a shame. We'll get to hear it again later, but it's one of the best themes in the game. We get that kind of stuff now. It's a real shame. So, we have a whole bunch of items. We've got some new characters, Porom and Porom, a black mage and a white mage. That could be useful. Mages could be good. And I guess it's time to do some shopping. I hope I still remember the shopping menu. Now we should be fine. Not that. That I can sell. Rod, not Deathbringer, Spear, Hard Bow, Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have gone to the other shop as well. So yeah, we get the flame rod, because I need to go to both. Because I'm going to... Hold on, we need to get a shield. And I'm always confused. I think it's 2 wizard hats here. Let me actually check that before I do something really, really terrible here. Yes, it is. So we're gonna buy like 11 of these and a whole bunch of potions. 28 is pretty average. I've seen as low as 26 and I've seen as high as 31. So pretty average so far. We'll just walk around the world map as a little kid. That seems more awesome, right? Still just gonna run from everything. We are actually going to kill something again in the next dungeon along the way. I want my black mage, Porom, to hit 1 level up so he can learn Blazara, which is gonna significantly help me on this next boss fight. Guess we haven't saved in a while. That walk up shouldn't be a big deal, but it can be kind of risky at times. Hey, Stars, I'm seeing you're not globaled anymore. Good job. So we take out the fire here with a regular blizzard. He's gonna be a bit of a show-off, but I mean, it's like a 9-year-old kid or something. What you expect?
Got a lot of kids whacking each other.
Meanwhile... Oh, that's Golbez again. And what the hell is that thing above Rose's head? That does not look... That half moon shape. That looks like a blade of sorts. That could be bad. Oh well. It's probably nothing. We'll just climb up the mountain. Hey, we know this guy, it's Tella. Good friend of ours. Cool dude. He's really good at magic, I hear. Now, ideally when walking up, I want to see some Liliths. They're very easy to kill, and they give me a ton of experience. So I'd like to see a few of those. We'll see if we can actually get that.
Vader just said good luck, I think.
Ah, thank you, Vader. Father. Yeah.
Father.
I still pronounce it wrong. I know, it's terrible of mine.
It's my bad for leaving you.
Okay, little equipment menu here. Gonna give you the flame rod, wizard cap. We're gonna remove that. Wizard hat, and you get the Deathbringer. Okay, we do not want to fight that one. This is actually like one of the best possible encounters. We'll see in a bit. These Liliths give a ton of experience. Well, in part, yes. I hope that's gonna be enough. It's cutting in close. Ah, there we go. Lazara learned. See, that's all the grinding we needed to do.
Apparently the game wants you to do more grinding.
Yeah, we don't care for that. That's actually really good. You can lose a good amount of time there trying to get what you need. But we got lucky. We got a good set of encounters, so it's on to the next boss. Now, for the people in chat that have FFZ, I have a little assignment for you guys. My FFZ should have an emote called Oh My Body. We're gonna need that at the end of this first boss fight, so let's go.
Let's go.
So I heard about this boss.
Scarmiglia.
Which one is it?
It's the Scarmiglione emote. So we're gonna bluff with Palom so that he can buff his magic. We're gonna need to do that 2 times at the very least. So I could have just attacked there, honestly. You bluff. He gets a bluff. Defend. You can attack. This is the power of Lazara. That's almost 1,000 damage, which is pretty much enough to 2-shot him. That should get me there. So spam those Oh My Bodies. Some switching rows here. Out of safety, I shouldn't need to do this, but there we go, chat. Good job. Mostly Dextera, but that's still fine.
I'd tell it, but I'm too busy thinking of something else.
What could that be?
Dextera, once this battle ends, could you remind me to unequip?
Sure, man.
This is his final form. Let's fight him in this kind of form. This is what we got the X potion for, because we can do that kind of damage in 1 hit.
You should really call me Dex.
I'll try to remember that.
Sounds a lot easier than picking up a trash can and throwing it at it.
True. Trash can being a glitch in the SNES version, not available in PSP. Obviously, and even in SNES, it's like one specific version of it that you need like 1.0, isn't it? I don't know the finer details of it, but it's pretty hilarious. I can tell you that much. That should kill him. That's Scarmiglione down. So that's like the first elemental archfiend of the game.
You may want to unequip.
Ah, good call. Good call.
You would have forgot?
No.
Okay.
But this is it's salvageable, but basically I'm going to unequip everything here because I'm not gonna need it anymore. And it's a lot of money to miss out on if you forget. So we're gonna get in here. Don't really know how that rock got me here.
It's a nice place.
It is.
What's that?
That's a neat looking sword.
Always a miss having an answer.
That's a little late now.
He forgot.
I unequipped. We're good. We
I
good.
No, you
I just
don't.
wanted to meme a little.
Ah, fair enough. So yeah, this fight with myself, that's just my fight, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equip the shield that we bought earlier, and I'm just gonna defend. I'm just gonna enjoy the battle. So for comparison, there was a Paladin tournament of Final Fantasy, 11% tournament for Final Fantasy IV not that long ago. The average times were near the finals were around an hour, I believe, like between an hour and an hour 2 roughly. We just did it in under 50 minutes. I think my PB did it in like 48. So we're like a minute behind that, which is still really decent.
So, I do remember that you can actually kill that guy in the Super Nintendo version.
Can you?
You can.
Oh, I actually did not know that. You definitely can't here, though. So we just have to do it like this. Also, Tella learned Meteor. He doesn't have enough MP to cast it, but he learned Meteor.
Nice.
He's got a cap of 90 MP, and it needs 99 to cast.
Sweet.
So yay for good programming, I guess. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to make a safety save in a bit. This is actually a very important safety save because this is a bit that's really easy to mess up. Also, I might want to do that because we need to actually grind as we're going down. This is one of 2 bigger grinding sections in the entire game. Basically, I need Cecil to hit level 15. The other characters I don't care about. In the meantime, we're going to pick up some ethers. I would like to get a fight right about now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to High Potion. Just going to kill off some of these. Yep. They're undead, so it one-shots them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bio my party. I'm going to be careful here, because if I overmash somewhere, I'm in trouble. Because Tella doesn't actually die to this. So I need to bio again, but just on Tella. And after that, High Potion the final enemy. Yeah, we only need the experience on Cecil. Now, an interesting note is that all that experience didn't just go to Cecil, actually. It also got to every single character that's not in my party. That full amount. It's a neat little abuse in this game, which we will heavily make use of near the end of the game again. Lilith, really good encounter to get here. Like, best case scenario, we get some of these. Like, we're level 12 already. We just did 2 fights.
Not abuse, it's a happy little accident.
It is a happy little accident. That is a very true point. I'm actually starting to run somewhat low on High Potion, so I'm just gonna regularly attack the last 2 of these. Doesn't lose a whole lot of time. Just in case I get something else I will want to use those potions on. I think I crit, yeah. I would have killed without, I think, but I need 1 more level, so we're practically done with grinding already. Best I've ever done is 3 fights, so needing 4 is definitely not bad. Actually, let's just attack. That keeps me, or that means I keep a couple High Potions, which are a nice bit of extra safety out there. And this is a really quick grinding section, honestly. We got very lucky with that Lilith. Really solid fights here. None of the lower experienced enemies. So, really good grinding section. This, let me actually use the right character for this. So yeah, we're just gonna use magic to heal up. There we go. There's a Chocobo in the forest that can heal our magic again, which is why we're using magic to heal up rather than potions. Which basically means after this next Chocobo forest, we're back to full health. That's all it took. So yeah,
So easy to catch.
we get a Chocobo, and back to Mysidia it is. So I gotta say, considering, all things considered, this has been a very good run so far. It's, we've had good grinding, no major trolls from any bosses. Octomammoth was a you know, a bit of meh RNG, I guess, but Other than, it's nothing too terrible.
As soon as you step off the chocobo, he runs like 5 times the speed away.
Yeah. If he
Because
couldn't...
he's not carrying 5 people.
Exactly.
Gotta go home.
Also,
people.
this is the only cutscene in the game, only unskippable cutscene in the game, that we'll see more than once. So we'll see this one again near the end of the run. It's basically the legend of the 2 moons, and it's really not too interesting. So yeah, we'll just have to sit through this as this poem appears on screen. It's actually really hard to read it on this screen, but
It's fine on there.
it's fine on there, so I guess it's okay.
That's fine on stream.
It's fine on
All
stream.
good. You didn't want to read it anyway.
Nah, it's really not that interesting a legend.
Oh.
Just don't, bro. Just don't. So, we still need to find a way to Baron, and we don't have a ship. Now, mages, I mean, they don't have a particularly big use for ships. They're not exactly a military force or anything, and there's not a lot of trade going on. So, they don't have a ship. But, what they can do is open this portal over here, assuming the NPC gets out of the way. This is, by the way, the only... It's a bit of a weird theme we're gonna get. It doesn't really... It's you know, it's kind of creepy. We
TV music.
Yeah, but we actually have to go through there in the After Years story, so you'll be hearing more. I think it's the same theme they used for it, so you'd be hearing more of it there. For
Look at this person becoming evil.
yeah,
And now
It-
we have to happy
to the inn. So yeah, back in the inn, we'll find a good friend of ours. It's Yang. Haven't seen him in a while. Wait, is he commanding people to attack us? What is this treachery? Luckily we still have our cursor on bio, so we can pretty much just defend with everybody and bio these things. So it's a nice little fight there. Now this is actually a really interesting fight in that you don't have to do anything until he's
Whoa.
kicked like twice.
Jesus.
Oh, he is. Oh, Tella didn't die there? That's a first. Usually Tella dies on that fight. But yeah, if you hit him on the 3rd turn, like after he's kicked twice, you just instantly win the fight. You're supposed to fight him and you'll win eventually because 2 kicks can't kill Cecil.
You should. She normally dies, but then your team would have all died.
Sorry?
You should. She normally dies there.
Tella normally dies. Cecil doesn't.
Oh.
So all of the mages die, and usually Cecil is the only survivor. But he has enough health to tank it, because he starts off with like 600 health on level 1.
I thought everyone else was dead. That's why I was.
Tella lived on like 17 HP or something. So we get the Baron key, which means we can A, enter all shops now, and B, go through the underground waterway. Now the shops are going to be useful, because I feel like we could do some shopping.
Oh,
You know, gotta love shopping.
of course the game will prompt for you to grind again, but just say no.
What?
That's how you get that treasure. I'm gonna buy 4 of these. I actually don't have the money. Usually you have the money for it. That's why I unequipped those things, so I could buy them regardless.
I like how these guys aren't crazy.
Ice
Take
and
my
lightning?
shit. Sure.
And that gets us in the underground waterway. This is actually a pretty difficult dungeon to learn because there's a lot of hidden paths, much like the one we just used, which, you know, if we kind of we have to actually go through them at some point, so it can be tricky to learn the correct path, but we got this. Just making sure I don't take a wrong turn somewhere, because that can happen. That gets us pretty much to a safe point again. Now there are 2 really tricky fights coming up, so I'm gonna need some serious time for those fights. Beforehand, we're gonna do some quick equipment. First of all, let's just optimize him and give him the headband. Headbands up my attack stat, which is really convenient. Cecil gets a headband and a MOG. Do I tell a flame rod? I honestly just still have notes for these bits of equipment because, you know, this can be a bit tricky and it's easy to mess up. Especially since, like, party order and all that kind of stuff actually starts to matter. That should be good, though.
Why would it matter though?
I want specific characters to be in front of macro.
So they take more amount damage?
Yeah, and they get hit more or less often. For example, Horom, I don't need him at all for these next few fights. It's fine if he dies, so I'll just keep him in the front row so he's more likely to get targeted. Oh, look at that, it's Bagan. I guess Bagan agrees with me, so he's gonna join our party. Wait, but that's 6 members, that doesn't fit. Does it? Okay. There. Love it. Ooh. Exactly. That's why we need to do that. But I can't over Blizzaga or I kill Tella. So that is actually really bad. Do I have Raise? I do have Raise. That could be a problem. He is supposed to live this fight, so we're gonna have to go to for some backup strats, I guess. See, that's why we have him in the front row instead. We should still be okay, I think. Oh, wow. I hope this is gonna be enough now. Not yet. We're still in. But this is painful. This is not what I was hoping for here. Wait, did I not learn Thundara? I can use Blazara. It's actually fine for this fight as long as I have Thundara for the next fight. Which we just learned, so we're good. Cool, we made it.
Just as planned?
Kind of, yes.
There are race cars enemies of the mountain.
Yes.
I blame the lack of bats in that game.
So yeah, back to full health here. This next fight is actually the difficult one. That was the easy one of the two. This next fight, when learning this game, you should drop your battle speed. Because it's really precise timing, and if you miss it, it's not fun. It's not unrecoverable, but yeah. Nice crit. So yeah, I need to buffer those inputs so that it gets off before he does the attack. Or I'm screwed, because Tsunami hits for crazy amounts of damage and would probably kill at least 2, if not 3 of my characters. Which is why I'm taking this fight slow, to make sure I do the inputs correctly. Oh, got him. That was a good fight, honestly. Normally it takes a little bit more, but it depends a bit on the ranges. So that was a good fight. That's Cagnazzo down. And we meet up with Sid. Now you might know Sid from such game as every other Final Fantasy that's not Final Fantasy 1.
Yep.
He only joins your party, doesn't he?
We'd still be with 6. That was a problem we had before as well, and that turned into a boss fight real quick. That could be
That could be bad.
Yeah, it might be. It's probably fine. The official joined us text hasn't appeared yet, I don't think.
That's true. That's true.
Wait, what's this? The doors, they're locked, and... The walls are... Wait, what? Ignazio's trying to crush us with his final move.
Can't even get on the walls, what?
I can't even, no. Yeah, we'll get there later. That's a fight I actually practiced earlier today, so we should be good on that one. Oh, wait, Crrool and Palom, but... They were just kids. Esena. It doesn't work. We just lost the kids. Well, that's sad. Can I get some Bible thumps in chat for that?
Too lazy.
I mean, with the delay, he'll be about at the same time as the rest of the stream will be, so...
True.
105 Cognazzo, that's pretty good.
Hey!
There we go, thank you. It's hard to tell. My early game was actually decent in PB. It's the late game that I started making some mistakes.
Oh, it's Captain Awesome.
Let's get this this airship. At least that'll make traveling around a bit more easy. Okay, so as soon as we rise, we see a Red Wings ship approach with a white flag. That generally means that they're at least willing to negotiate. Let's see what they have to say. They still have Rosa, so we gotta be careful here. So what they want to do is they're willing to give us back Rosa, but only in return for giving them the remaining crystal, the Earth Crystal. Crrool and Vex, I'm gonna need your help again for something in a bit.
Oh god.
Can you guys remind me after this next boss fight to not forget the crystal? That's happened to me before, and that can kill a run very easily. See, oh, come on, really?
Hello.
Okay.
So we're gonna get a dancing dagger here. That's gonna help us a bit on a couple of the boss fights. You might notice that we're getting it really late compared to the SNES version. In SNES, you can just clip through the wall and just get it real early. But not in PSP. We're just doing this the good old-fashioned way, I guess. You have teleport, right? Yes. We'll still be able to use the dancing daggers at least, and we'll make way for the next town. The town with the Earth Crystal. It's over here. It's not too far away.
Nice landing.
Thank you. So yeah, we don't actually need to talk to them about it. The crystal isn't here because the Dark Elf stole it. All I really care about is talking to this guy. Remember this guy? We lost him during that shipwreck earlier. It's Edward. He's been resting over here. Glad to see at least he is in good health. I mean, he's in no shape to fight, so we're not gonna ask him to join us. Plus, he's kind of useless in combat anyway, so... He is gonna give us a Whisper Weed, which I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it plays a very big role in Edward's tale in the after years. It's a really cool tale. Actually, do I? Yeah, I had the MP for it. I just realized I did have that MP.
I just said bag.
Now, we can't really land our ship anywhere, so we're just gonna have to manually walk to the Chocobo Forest.
Please. There we go.
Good job on this one.
So yeah, more Chocobos! He has cure still, so I can heal to full. Because again, there's a white Chocobo, which means instantly full health, if I can actually find him. Wow, he's way up there. And instead of catching a regular Chocobo, we're going for a black one this time. It's a flying Chocobo. So this is a really interesting cave. This cave has a magnetic field to it, meaning everybody that has metal pieces of equipment is default paralyzed.
Yeah.
Which basically means everybody that's not Sid is paralyzed. Which means, by the way, also that those Mind Flyers can be a real pain sometimes. They can ambush you, paralyze Sid, and you're just locked in for a minute and a half. Which is part of the reason why I save, because if Sid dies, we're dead. But, you know, it's all worth the risk to not have to menu. I've honestly never died to it. I've gotten paralocked once. So it's a pretty rare chance. We're just gonna run through most of this cave. We're gonna pick up a few items along the way, because I figure there's some good stuff in here. We are getting a lot of... yeah, this is that ambush that I mentioned. Luckily not on Sid, so no big deal. As long as they don't target Sid, we're fine. I actually don't need that chest. That's a high potion. Since we got some spare, I might as well skip it. Save a couple frames.
Yeah, I don't think we have the hardware for that.
Probably not.
That could actually be a problem. 4-way might be doable, but 5 is really pushing it.
Oh, the bat's back attack.
There's your bats. You wanted bats.
Yeah, we
You
wanted
got
bats.
I'm gonna take a sidetrack here. This next boss, you shouldn't ever die on it, but I've managed to before. Basically what needs to happen is you need to miss Tornado, get the exact wrong character hit and killed, and then not be able to recover from that. No. Also, we're equipping that iron armlet there, or iron glove, or whatever it is. So that we can basically do that.
Fallen?
We
died?
We just died. We were paralocked.
No.
Good thing we safety saved there then.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just see what happens before we actually start resetting.
See, I knew that the boss was harder.
Yeah, I guess you were right. I thought that boss was pretty easy, but I guess I was wrong.
Huh. That happens.
Just looking up some notes through while I'm mashing through the cutscene. Wait, what's this? That music. That is some beautiful music he's playing. And it seems to be distracting the elf.
Punch him while he's not looking.
Shall we?
Oh, suddenly alive again, apparently. Okay. I take it.
I will take it.
Music continues.
Oh, it's this guy again.
Yeah, it's basically Astos, but with a different color palette. For those that saw the FF1 run yesterday, you may have seen this guy like twice in that run. but with a different color palette. Tornado on Yang is fine. That's what I meant with it had to not be on the wrong character. Yang is not the wrong character. Because we can Tornado this guy. And the effect of Tornado is that if it hits, it brings his health to below 10. And he's...
Don't forget the crystal.
Thank you. I was actually already buffering down, so good thing you guys mentioned it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's easy to buffer down there, forget the crystal, teleport out, and just have to redo this entire dungeon, or just simply reset. It's dumb. Let's not do that. But we have the crystal, so we're fine. Time to go back to Chocobo Forest, heal up a bit, and then we'll make way for the Tower of Zot.
The guy on that whistle is going to town.
You are way up there today, aren't you?
I'm back to a normal Chocobo.
Yep. I don't really think it makes a difference. Oh, right. Let me not forget this. There's a little trigger I need to hit before I go into my ship. This can happen. That NPC can be dumb like that.
Wow.
I'm just sweeping the floor.
So yeah, we got the crystals.
We got the crystal. What's happening?
Well, Kane has been kind of badgering us to give him that crystal. And he's threatening not to give us Rosa if we don't, so...
Let's go bring him the crystal.
I guess we don't really have a choice unless we want to risk Rosa's life.
Oh god, it's a flyby shooting.
Well, we have the Earth Crystal, so let's go. And that gets us to the Tower of Zot. Now, this is probably a really annoying dungeon casually, because this actually has a bit of a higher encounter rate. This is really the first dungeon where you start to notice that. I'm gonna go out of my way here to get the Flame Meal. That's really just a marathon strat to help with money management later. It's kind of an optional thing to grab, but all things considered, I figure we might as well. Whoops. Probably give him the headband. You are gonna get the Fairy Claw and Ice Claw. Magic for... Nice back attack, dude. Good enough. We got the flame sword. That's what it was all about. That sword, it may not look like it, but it's actually a really powerful sword, and it's gonna help particularly with one of the upcoming bosses. Because we have a boss coming up pretty soon that's actually weak to fire, so having a fire sword is, you know, it could be useful. So one more item we need to grab before we're going to the next boss. It's up here. It doesn't matter much, we've got tents, and there's a heal point coming up still. That's the only reason I'm not healing yet, is because I know there's a heal point coming up, and I should have enough health to tank another ambush. So this next boss is like, it's really precise if I'm gonna get a time save there or not. I usually don't get it, I'm usually too slow for it, but let's see what we're gonna get. Yep. That's probably too slow. Oh, we actually got it. Nice. That is not a bio I usually get off. It's really precise to get that bio off before they reflect. It usually requires really quick menuing on getting that slow, and then even then it's tight. But we got it. I actually did not get that in my PB by the way.
Oh god.
So, we're far from world record. PB is not out of the question, but if I get a deathless run in general, it's not out of the question. My PB has a death in it still, so...
How long did it take?
It's only like a minute and a half death or something. It's not a huge death, but... Oh, okay, miss. Nice miss, nice. Still looking good. Nice. Okay, that's just a nice little bonus there. Might not be a lot of damage, but very decent fight there. Very happy with how that went. Like, honestly, that was as good as I can hope for that fight to go, and that's usually a fight I struggle with. Because I know there's another boss coming up, I'm going to take that safety save here, just to heal up a bit. I'm gonna use him to cure off. Those that know this game might already have figured out why. I'll give you a hint. There's a reason I'm unequipping everything. There's usually something coming up when that happens. But I'll play it safe and we'll take that safety here. Okay, time for a cutscene. It's golden again. Give him the Earth Crystal, so let's go get Rosen. Tell her he doesn't agree. Vengeance shall be his. Fire. Waga. Notice how his MP is draining, but he'll just keep spamming spells. Time for Meteor. I know. That's why it's going to literally kill him.
Unless it's that's where he is lost the entire time.
Fair enough. It's not SMS though. That's quite literally killing him here. Rip Tella. Can I have some more Bible thumbs in chat? We just had Tella die as well. That's like the fourth person in this game that's really died. First Anna, who, to be fair, was never really a playable character. And the brother and sister, the two young mages, and now Tella? It's just, oh boy. That's rough, dude. That is rough.
There we go. Someone listened.
That's not a bad one.
Not everyone listened.
Whoa!
It's close enough. A moment of silence for Tella. Let me actually get Kane here before we get moving. So remember how I mentioned earlier that I usually mash with X and down? Yeah, let's not do that here. That would be really, really bad, because I could just trigger a boss fight without doing any equipment. Oh, that was clutch. Did you guys just see that? She was very nearly just... She just got her head cut off if we were like 2 seconds later. Good thing we were here, I guess. That was really close.
Every time.
But we were in time. Very important bit of equipment here, because Rosa doesn't really have anything on her. And Kane has the wrong equipment too. Let's start with her. Optimize, Kane, Flame Sword, and I'm going to give you that Kempo. That Kempo. Should still have a headband, right? We good? I'll use a cure here to make sure he's on full. Order swap those two. I think we're good from here.
A green aura? What does this mean?
Oh boy.
It means you're free.
Oh boy, that tornado is not looking nice.
Watch out.
Where's this girl? Shit, Bayonetta. Wow.
That was slightly too fast. It's whatever, honestly. Maybe I should just attack with them. Using an earthquake on a wind enemy is generally not the best idea. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So you guys may remember this from yesterday. We saw her yesterday as well during Old Dungeons. You were supposed to use that. We don't care much for Sid, or for Yang. He's not really one of the major damage dealers. Yeah, it can do one, it can do a lot. I still don't know what really? I still don't really know what influences it. Like, sometimes that hits, sometimes it doesn't connect. It's weird. Like, see, that just hit for 600 damage.
So yeah, how this kind of works is you have to jump with Kane to make her vulnerable.
You do, yeah, you use jump to make her vulnerable, but then for some reason sometimes you can just hit through even if she would be invulnerable otherwise. Which is why I'm considering this just as a weird fight. I'm not sure. We won. That's really all that matters, right? So yeah, that's Barbarisha down. Wow, that's already 3 Elemental Archfiends done. There's no crystal here. So we're just gonna teleport out now. Not that we could have done that before the boss fight, which would have been convenient and skipped an entire boss, but I suppose. So we're back home, back in the tower. I mean, the fake king is now dead, so... But they do have all the crystals. Except it just mentions to us, well, they don't. There are actually 8 crystals and not 4, because there's the 4 dark crystals. I guess we can use that to our advantage. Maybe there is still hope. Maybe we can protect the remaining crystals somehow.
By sleeping over it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just did 2 boss fights. We might as well take a nap.
Yeah, man, gotta work to say, okay.
This is true.
It's not like monsters ever sleep.
Fair. That's fair. So yeah, we're going down here to this little island over here. Because it turns out, if we go to this town and enter the magma key down here... Well, just watch.
Good job.
That has got some.
How that town is still fine? It beats me, but...
Crrool, destroyer of worlds.
And
Well,
towns.
we didn't really destroy the world, we just made a huge gap, like a huge hole in it that we could fly to the underworld.
Sounds like you're a desert full of games.
Apparently so. So yeah, we end up in the underworld, and we kind of see a war going on between the dwarves and their tanks and the Baron Redwings and their airships. How they found a way to the underworld with their airships, I have no clue, but, you know. But they were here beforehand. We literally landed in the middle of a battle. It would supposedly take them longer to get through there than it would take me, since I was, like, at the foot of the mountain when it happened, and they were not. Secret tunnels, it seems. Okay, I'm gonna make a bit of a swap in my party here, and then I'm gonna need some serious, some real serious time. Probably the hardest boss in this game is next, so... There is about a 0.25 second window, and if I don't hit it, I lose at least a minute or 2. So, and there is no visual cues as to what the window is, and when I'm actually in that window. It's fun. And if I don't hit it, there is a chance I die. I guess this might actually be better with having Sid in... actually, that gets Rydia in front. That's fine.
Nah, it's impossible.
Actually, hold on. We saved just now anyway. I kind of forgot to unequip Sid's hammer, and that's a lot of money I'm gonna miss out on. So...
Oh, I nearly thought you forgot walking up and down the stairs, but...
It's like, it doesn't, it's fine. It's only very minor loss here. Like, this is what you get for characters leaving. You can just forget to unequip that, and you're in trouble, basically.
They don't auto-unequip that.
Yeah, kind of is, especially considering none of that equipment is ever going to be used again. Like, an auto unequipment would have been really nice there, but it's not there, so we'll just have to deal with it. But I agree, that would have been convenient. But yeah, since I wasn't actually in any fights yet, it was still worth it to unequip it, because that extra money is going to make up a bit later. The money management, especially with Flame Meal, isn't too tight, but it's best not to mess it up too much. So something's going on back there. Basically, in the back there, that's another crystal room. So they have another crystal there. Let's see what's going on.
Oh my god.
Who would have thought?
Dolls?
Dolls are very creepy, my friend.
Especially looking at just 5 times their height. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these dolls are creepy. I honestly gotta say, when I first played this game, these guys, they they creeped me out. And I imagine I wouldn't be the only one there. Yeah. Could we... okay. That was not exactly... I thought I was not on auto, but because of the reset I was on... Okay, don't. We're good. It's gonna be fine. We just missed a slow. I'm gonna need to do that one more. I have to wait here for a second because we're actually going to silence here, and that's for like the only glitch in the game, if you can call it a glitch. It's more of an exploit, really. But the main thing here is I need, especially Kane to be silenced at the start of this next fight. It loses. It can the way this fight is set up is because of the silence. I can't get any other status effect, for example, paralysis, which is gonna matter in just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna need some serious time here. This fight is crazy difficult.
Coughing not allowed. Then we need to step in.
We're gonna actually fight Golbez here. Oh, I messed up. It's fine. It's recoverable. That's what you get. That's the difference between being on auto and not being on auto. You're usually slightly early. See, that's what you get there. So now, I need to wait just a little bit so Kane doesn't get killed off. Like I said, it's fine. It's completely recoverable. But it's a bit tricky to recover from properly. Okay. I'm just gonna not talk for a minute. I'm gonna need like decent luck here. That might just do it. Fear I should be fine. It's clutch, but I'll take it. That's the recovery strat. So what's supposed to happen there is I'm supposed to wait anywhere between 0.75 second and 1 second, and at that point when the dragon does his instant death move, Kane will be in the air and thus not get hit, which makes that fight a whole lot easier. If you miss that window, you have to recover by actually Phoenix downing Kane and hoping you get lucky enough that he doesn't kill him off over and over again until your Phoenix Downs run out, in which case he would just die. But yeah, that's like the clutch recovery strat. On average it loses about 3 minutes. That definitely lost me a whole lot less than 3 minutes because we got really lucky. It probably still lost me about a minute, but it's considering how quickly we manage to recover from it, I will take that. Gonna buy some of these. Gonna buy like a bunch of those. Maybe some cottages will do. There we go. Now, this place happens to have a couple of these towers, and I'm kind of interested in actually just looting those. We'll also do some shopping in a bit, but let's first just get some items. There's one behind here. Come on, I buffered for down game. That's fine. It usually, it's not uncommon for it to eat an input there. So we're just gonna loot the second tower as well. We might as well. Those Bacchus's wines, all for the final boss fight. I never properly know the way here. How that walking out of the tower works, don't even ask. I would honestly not be able to explain that.
Magic.
I think we still need to do some armor shopping, and then we're good to go.
Then you start climbing stairs. Yeah.
Got that. Yeah, I am using a couple notes on this, because this is actually, like, you can see how tight money can be sometimes, and just to make sure I don't make any major mistakes, I do have my notes up, yes. Fair, I guess.
Pretend it didn't happen. What notes? Flip side that
So yeah, convenient little heal here.
mate.
Gonna save up. Because we did manage to clutch our way through that last boss. So yeah, now we're moving to the Tower of Babel, which supposedly is where all these crystals have been going. So maybe we can do something there. Yeah, shame we don't get to hear a whole lot of it, because it keeps getting interrupted by encounters. Yeah, we can always see the dwarven tanks there. Yeah, that was a good stretch, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's more
One more.
more common.
One more. It's gonna.
One down.
Tower of Pizza.
Yeah, had we done interlude, which unfortunately we didn't have time for this marathon, but in that run we would also have joined this same tower, so we'd have to walk the very same path we're walking now, at least for a little bit. That was a good stretch, honestly. We actually got to hear a little bit of the theme. Okay, so this is where we're gonna take a quick little safety save. Not a boss I should die on, but you never know with this game. So I have no intention of taking that risk. So yeah, the next boss actually has it's a really interesting boss, you'll see. It's got one of the most awkward battle strategies in the game. Let me first equip you with Cat Claw Fairy Claw, Advan Kenpo Power. Rosa gets the Green Armlet, Sage's Surplus, Sage's Meter. You get Gold Hairpin, Sage's Surplus, Green Armlet. I think that's everything, right? Just making sure that I don't forget anything here. And Cecil gets check. That's not it. Okay, time to fight a madman.
Hey,
Don't you dare.
don't touch him.
Don't you
Don't
dare.
touch my brother. Not ready.
Alright, no cleaning up.
So yeah, the idea of this fight is we want to kill Lugav before we kill Belknap, whatever he's called.
Never call
Now, Yang, he happens to be a bit of a powerhouse, so I'm pretty much gonna set it up that Yang is gonna attack Belknap in a bit. Barnabas. It is Barnabas here, see?
Different names both for
I guess so. Yeah, most full names didn't fit in the SNES version, so they came up with different names.
Okay, we're just poorly translated.
420. Did you see that?
I saw it! The 420.
There's something that's about
Perfect first fight. Now is the real boss. This is where things are gonna get awkward and why I said this was one of the most awkward fights. Yes, he is. He is sleeping gas though, which can be annoying.
Okay.
Okay. I guess Rydia is kind of out of MP. I'm waiting for a very specific move here. Namely, curing me. There we go, there's Restore. It's kind of a common theme with this boss. Like, he does all kinds of weird status effects.
Whoa.
Okay, we are going to use Rydia to start casting some, or to start using some of those feeding sounds, because this is not good. That is not somebody I want to have dead, because he's like that's like my biggest damage dealer. Yeah, but we have strats. I've got backups in case emergency for this. That's fine. I was just too late on cancelling out the auto. So yeah, if I ever said this was an awkward boss fight, now you know why. Especially considering he keeps giving me, like, sleep status effects and stuff, and then instantly heals me again. Like, what? I mean, I'm okay with him healing me again. It's better than not, but... There we go. Not a great fight, but I'll take it. And we didn't actually end the fight with anybody poisoned, so that's a good thing. If you have somebody poisoned at this point, you'll have to cure that before you move on, because you literally lose like 10 frames every step you take. Which, I mean, sure, it's only 10 frames, unless you have to do it like for like 500 steps. Then it becomes a lot. It's like ridiculous how slow it is. But yeah, you might already be able to guess what's gonna happen now that I unequipped Yang. We now have the key to this door. There's just some imps here. Not too big a deal. We'll take care of them quick enough. Gonna auto through most of it because it seems fast. There we go. And just as we do that, I mean, before they go off, before they actually die, they decide that they're gonna blow up the entire thing with us in it. That's bad. So Yang, the honorable guy he is, he decides to just kick us out, lock the door behind him, and solve that. Which means rip Yang. And can I once again get some Bible thumbs? We just lost Yang. That's like the 4th playable character just this run alone. We are not doing well.
All that gear, man.
We unequipped. We unequipped him, of course.
If you wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Those claws are actually going to matter in terms of just regular equipment because they have an agility boost, making running away from encounters easier. That'll be useful a bit later on in the run. But for now, we're just gonna have to head out. That was a sad journey through this tower, that's for sure. You could definitely call this the Game of Thrones of video games. Everybody's gonna die.
It's a bit overrated. That's me. Spoilers.
I didn't give any spoilers. Like that's common knowledge at this point.
Oh, okay.
So luckily, instead of falling into the lava and dying, Sid happened to pick us up just in time with his airship. We are being chased by some Red Wing soldiers. That can't be good. I really yeah, but they have cannons too. Well, they've probably got theirs ready, and they've probably got more men to fight with to begin with. So I think we're probably gonna have to try to ditch them somewhere. There is an exit to the overworld though. We might be able to use that. Wait, Sid, what are you gonna do? Is he seriously proposing jumping off and blocking the path along the way? Wait, Sid. Sid! In the DS version here, he says, "My once-in-a-lifetime unaided flight." It's like one of the best lines in the game. I don't really know what he says in PSP, but rip Sid. That is 5 characters dead. Like, can I have like the Bible thumbs for both Yang and Sid in chat? Because like this is terrible. We need like a whole bunch of Bible thumb spam right now, honestly. Oh, it can really only be one thing, right?
To the toilet?
Yeah.
Of course. That makes sense.
Yeah. He was running.
So yeah, that gets us back to Baron. Now, luckily, Sid happened to have some assistants who can help us on the airship. Because we actually do need something before we go out. First of all, I'm going to grab some items here. Hermes sandals, Bacchus's wings, there's an elixir there. There's Odin a little bit further down the line, but we're not going to fight him, we don't need to. Basically, what we're going to get is we're going to get a grappling hook. Remember that way too fast hovercraft we had earlier? Anybody? Yeah?
Of course.
You still? Cool. Well, we're going to go grab that and we're going to move it elsewhere. But we do actually need to have the ship to be able to do that.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll be able to pick it up and move it wherever we want. So, basically no more overworld encounters for a while. Valkyr, what's with the Kevin turtle? I asked for Bible thumbs. Glad to see you got home safe, though. I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, with our new remodeled airship, we're gonna go up here. Now this actually, this has some really awkward navigation, so I'm gonna focus for a bit here. Trying to properly do this. See, we can pick this thing up now.
That's pretty awesome.
I think this will be good.
No world map.
I don't need the world map, that's the point. I don't, even in the notes, I don't even have the world map. But I've got some visual cues, but I need to be sure to actually get that, especially for that part, since you've got like one visual cue that you're on the correct path. Is that enough health? Yeah, it's probably enough. I'm so used to there being a healing part in this next town because there is in Interlude, but there's not in just regular story. So that tends to mess me up a bit usually, but we should have enough health, and otherwise we have enough high potions. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, actually, I need to. Actually, no, we don't have a flame. We still have the flame mill here, right? We should just sell that and that. Flame mill, that gets me the ice brand. Remove that, because we're gonna sell the flame sword. It served its purpose for us. And I need to sell some more things around here. Let's see, what can we sell? Mithril, Hades, don't need these anymore. That's all I had? There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Oh right, Gaia Hammer. That's why we kept it with us to begin with. That. We can get the Ice Lance. You might be able to imagine, let's say I hadn't decided to pick up Flame Meal, I would have missed out on about 10,000 gil there, so you can see how it can be really short if you do decide to not pick it up. It's a huge risk that you'd be taking. In that case, it's okay, I just suppose, Valkyr. Sid and Yang did die just now, so... It's a bit of a sad twist to the story. Some hidden items here, elixirs. Those elixirs actually matter very much for the late game. They are going to make the difference between life and death on some occasions. And when I say some occasions, I mean more occasions than one. Like, there's quite a few, actually. Where it's literally, you better have picked those things up. Generally, I end the run with about 1 or 2 left at the end. And that's assuming the final fight goes, decent. Just gonna keep moving. And we meet up with a new little friend. This over here is Edge. And Edge, he's like the crown prince of Eblan Castle. His parents, he lost his parents, so, and He blames Rubicante, so he's gonna flame Rubicante. Not that that's gonna do much. Fire on a fire enemy?
He'll show you how.
Yeah. So he shows you Inferno, which is painful. Like, really painful.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
But he does join our party, so I guess we have a new member. It's someone to replace the void that was once Yang and Sid. Don't worry, guys, we will see Yang and Sid again at some point. Just, you know, because there is always their spirits still lurking around a bit. Of course, we're gonna get an encounter here. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to equip those two claws, because that's going to give me a +8 on agility, which makes running away from enemies a lot easier. Walking through walls? Totally not cheating.
Ouch.
That's fine. We're still at the point that I can call this fine, so I guess that's good enough.
Egg!
Now let's not fight that egg, shall we? If you've noticed the layout of this dungeon, by the way, you might have already recognized what kind of dungeon this is. No, that's the right way. In terms of encounter rate, honestly, this dungeon has still been better than average. Like, it's actually not that bad today. Throughout the entire run, even. Okay, just gonna take a heal here, because, you know, one of our characters is dead. And dead is not particularly good for fighting, especially considering it's my healer. So this next fight can either be really easy or really awkward, depending on what the game is going to give me. It can literally, you can kind of lock him in a cycle, but it takes a turn or so to get him in that cycle, and if he kills the wrong character in that turn, wow. If he happens to kill that character in the cycle, it can break out of it, and it's just really difficult to recover. Not in the sense that it makes it an unwinnable fight, it just makes it a slow fight. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? That chest, by the way, contained 82,000 gil.
Yeah.
So, money. We have all the money we need. So yeah, this is the Eblin Queen and King, who are, well, definitely not the way, it's definitely not their best day ever, considering the way they look. They do. We just defend for a few turns and then they turn back to their normal self and they become conscious of what they are. So we get some sad story about how they are no longer, or how they must pass away, and that Ablan is in good hands with Edge, and you know, it's all really sad.
How many Bibles do you need in this run? Come on.
Tons of them. Next up, though, is Rubicante. This is where we're gonna get some real focus in. He's gonna heal me before we get started, so that's convenient. It's the only boss in the game that does that. We're gonna, let's see, spiders. Silk. Sandal. Attack. Let's see if we can get the Blazara off in time. Berserk Cane. Looks like we're gonna be fine. I think we're good. He hits a lot of them. That's his power. It's not so much that he's very strong. It's a counter attack actually. We're gonna lock him out of that other move. That's the plan. So Cura to set up enough healing. I should do that on Cecil as well, just to be safe. At this point, this should be a one battle. If he kills Edge just before I get that last hit off with Edge, he breaks out of the cycle and it becomes significantly slower. Because at that point I can't use Blazara anymore and I deal less damage with physical hits. But if I get everything off in time, well, this is the fight you're gonna get. My BB had to actually recover here. I had the awkward fight in PB, so really happy with how well this is going right now. That's Rubicante. That's perfect fight. That fight can be either that or really awkward. So luckily we got the good fight this time.
I only saw one attack.
So yeah, the Eblin soldier, or Eblin counselor, I suppose, with some soldiers, you know, they're coming to the rescue, but we already finished. We're done. So, behind this door are all of the crystals. But it's a trap! Welp. So far for getting back the crystals. They have like 7 of them at this point. So we should really get on trying to you know, protect the remaining crystal, because bad things are gonna happen if they get the last one. Luckily, there happens to be another airship here. We can make use of that. So we have a full party, we have an airship. Granted, not one that can fly over the lava, but it's an airship. It'll do. So I guess we'll be fine for a little while. We can go back to the Dwarven Kingdom, tell them what happened here. Let me actually go the right way here. First off, we're gonna talk to the king, because, you know, he might have something to say. Maybe he has a plan as to how we're gonna protect the remaining crystal. So, it turns out the remaining crystal is actually in a sealed cave, and you can't normally access it. But he has... Wait, that's Sid! He survived! Yay. Can we have some PogChamps? Because he was dead. It turns out Sid miraculously survived his fall, and we're okay. So, that's a good thing.
That was really quick.
Oh, that was really quick, yeah. I mean, this is supposed to take a while, but, you know, we're kind of speedrunning, so... We are kind of with 6 people now, but, you know, Sid is still pretty heavily injured there. I mean, somehow he's pushing himself to work on our airship so that we can fly over the lava, but being this injured, I would not recommend actually doing any combat. So, you generally have a bad time. So we're coming up on probably one of my least favorite dungeons in the game. We're looking into ways still to skip this, but we haven't found a way to actually do that yet. We're gonna get a very powerful sword in a bit, the Avenger. And what it does is, it's a two-handed sword, which already by default means it's probably gonna be powerful. But the big deal with that sword is the wearer will always be berserked, meaning we can't control him, but he will deal like double damage. Which, for this kind of purpose, could be really convenient for just those walls you hit sometimes. So let's see if we can get it. The dungeon to get it, however, it's about a 3.5 minute detour to get it. It kind of makes up for that, but it's not a fun dungeon. You'll see in a bit why. A safety save here, and that's a very justified safety save. This is... yeah, you'll see. So this is Sylph Cave. Every time I step on one of those green blob thingies, I lose 50 health on every character. So I've stepped on 4, so I've now already lost like 200, and now 250 health on every character. This hidden path, by the way, it took me forever to find when I was learning this game. It's one of those hidden paths, it's right next to the stair, and you'll just miss it if you don't know where it is. Picking up that ether for safety later, we're passing it anyway. It's not worth it for me to heal here, even though I'm on 1 health, because, you know, we're going over so many of those tiles anyway, I'd be right back to 1 as soon as I've healed. So we're gonna just do that here. That's a battle, right? Let's silver hourglass this. So yeah, this chest has the Avenger in it, and it's such a powerful sword that it's actually still worth it to take 3.5 minutes to go get it. Mainly because of how stupidly hard this next dungeon would otherwise be. Oh, we actually got a Bacchus wine drop as well. That's actually a nice bonus. It's a very rare drop, but it's really convenient for the final dungeon. Okay, gonna make one more detour and then we're gonna go back on track. We're gonna need to buy some more equipment, just something for later on. Because now that we have this airship, we've got access to this little town, where we can buy stuff like Ogre Access and Ashuras and all kinds of powerful stuff like that. So we'll just go buy that. It's time we got moving, don't you guys think? Time for probably one of the most hated dungeons in the game casually. Which one of you have played FF4? Just out of curiosity here, now that we're here anyway.
I haven't.
Never seen it.
None of the... Okay, you are in for a treat then. And with treat, I mean for like the dumbest dungeon in the game.
No, I know what you mean.
Oh,
I've seen it.
Yeah, you will have seen this.
There is a runner that accidentally did this dungeon and created a new category because of it.
Yeah, this dungeon is the dungeon that's being skipped in the SNES run of this game. So remember how I said this run is about as fast, if not faster, than the SNES run, yet the SNES run skips a dungeon? Well, that's this dungeon. That is not good. That is a Wait, why does he not have the Avenger on him? Good question. Can you equip that? That's not terrible. It's just, it's gonna make things a bit awkward, but it's not necessarily terrible. This guy has the ability to one-shot characters, which is why he's so annoying. And he can, it's random whether he does that or not. It's like a 50% roughly. In my practice run earlier, I actually got 0 of these. Which means you just get lucky on 3 50%, which is best case scenario. Granted, the doors at that point were not cooperating, but... This is one of the other dungeons you also do in the interlude run, and it's definitely one of the most annoying dungeons in the interlude run. Because at that point, you don't have this option to berserk somebody by default.
Let's see the ball.
Yeah, we should probably do that. We're coming up on another one of those doors. Let's see if this one will cooperate so I can actually show off how powerful this sword is.
Playing this game, destroying all those doors for nothing.
Yeah, every one of those doors is useless. Did not mean to Phoenix down that, but it's okay. Comes up with another surprise, but there you can already kind of see it. Like, Regis literally took him down in 3 hits. That would normally take about a minute and a half to take down, assuming you auto through the entire thing.
That went a little bit faster than the first one.
It did, because my equipment actually worked out the way it's supposed to, and Sid wasn't, or and Kane had the Avenger. Yeah, we're not done yet though. We are not yet done with all these doors. There is at least one more coming up. I think it's one more. Might be 2, I'm not completely sure. Yeah, it's 1. So, to kind of catch you guys up a bit with the story at this point, so we're trying to protect that last Dark Crystal. They have all of them except one, this one. So what we figured, you know, it's in a sealed cave. The best way to protect it is to get it out and protect it by hand. Okay, we got worst possible RNG on the encounters here. Because all 3 doors spawned one. That's really unlucky. It's not a huge deal.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay, time for a very fun boss in a bit. We got the Dark Crystal, but naturally this sealed cave is some form of protection against people wanting to steal the crystal. We'll be running into that protection in just a minute. Welcome to Demon Hall. He does. Let's try to slow him down a bit. Okay, that seems to help. You know what? Since it's a marathon, I better play it safe and use a second slow on him. That's a real quick death on Rydia, but that's okay. Rydia dying isn't the worst thing here, because she needs MP after this fight. So I kind of don't mind it if she dies. Oh, I did that with... I thought I was on Rose out there. It's okay. Just slow him down a bit more then, I guess. That's fine, as long as Kane lives. Kane and Cecil are like the big damage dealers right now. I mainly just need Kane to survive this. There we go, that's Demon Wall. That boss is a literal wall for casual players. Because you have a limited amount of time to beat him, or he will just instant wipe your entire party. I think I need to Phoenix down there, so we're gonna unequip the Avenger here. For obvious reasons. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it really shouldn't be a surprise anymore, right?
You would literally lose the Avenger if you wouldn't take it off.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The good thing is we're only going to use it on one more fight, and it's not crucial to have it for that fight. This dungeon is what we need it for, because it makes the Demon Wall a lot more safe, and those doors are a real pain to beat if you don't have that Avenger. In my PB, I actually forgot to take up the Avenger here. It loses, like, about a minute, I guess? It's not huge, but it's kind of something dumb to forget. We remember it this time, so we good. So we've taken out that crystal just so that we could protect it from people that would, you know, put it with the other 8 and cause some disasters to happen. But Kane, he was still under the influence of Golbez, so he just took it from us, and now they have that. So our entire adventure there ended up really only helping the enemy. Am I too low? No, I'm too high. Okay. Whatever.
It's not hard to see what this new cave does. I think the exact same thing of the Avenger.
They might. I don't think Avengerless has been routed in either. I know Chrono Kirby back in the day used to look into possible Avengerless for the PSP route. But it just turned out, you know, it's not very consistent. Let's just put it that way. It's very inconsistent. So at the end of the day, they figured, you know, we might as well keep it in. It loses, like, you would save about a minute if you could really just completely skip it. But that minute is what you just completely lose in consistency. And considering how this is, like, you can see here, like, we're 2 hours 20 into the game. Losing that bit of consistency now is not a smart idea. Like, we're about 2/3 into the game, so...
You don't want your bosses to be in the Apis cave?
Oh god, no.
No.
Not again.
But yeah, world record is done in 20 minutes, my PB is done in, like, an hour. But...
Well, he's probably way more fun.
Come again?
Oh,
that guy is an absolute machine. Plus, I'm still kind of new to this run. What my goal for this, before I would actually do this run here, is that I would know that I would have a PB below 325. Because for the SNES run, 330 is usually what's used for a marathon estimate. Granted, this run is a little bit faster, but I figured, you know, that would be a decent time to go with. Plus, technically, the world record is LMU Kappa. So the difference for PSP isn't that big, but I might as well just teleport out of here instead. Let's do fast strats. So yeah, basically we just got ourselves a drill on top of our airship. Remember that cave, or that mountain that we went through at the start? That we couldn't go through anymore? Now we're just gonna open it up once more. We've opened it, then closed it, and now we're opening it again. I really wonder what those people in that little town over there would be thinking. And we're gonna make a quick stop over here in the city. They know what's going on. They know, you know, stuff is pretty bad right now. Also, this is the second time we get to see that legend I mentioned earlier. I wasn't joking when I said we would see the exact same thing later on.
Never heard this music before.
Sarcasm? Maybe?
Tiny bit.
Second time.
Nice
I
time
told
to
you
come
we
in.
would have it happen again. This is that one time that it would happen again.
So I'm done.
Why?
After this, we're actually going to a very special little place. Probably not something you'd expect from a Final Fantasy.
Impossible.
Wind.
So we get our new airship, the Crrool.
Flying fish.
It's more like a fish. I
Yeah, it actually kind of resembles a whale a little bit. Kinda. Oh, you'll see how fast it'll go.
The killer whale.
See, because if I touch this crystal, just watch what happens.
So fast. Real. We're taking it to the moon.
See, that was a really fast trip to the moon right there.
Pretty much.
Gotta go fast. Are you gonna hop, skip, jump through the moon?
We're kind of gonna have to.
Sadly, we can only land on the big spaces.
Yep.
So
We have to land there.
Yep.
That's the closest spot, unfortunately.
We're not skipping around though. Unrealistic game.
Oh, you meant that. Okay.
I meant the low gravity.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a same-sized moon as ours. 'Cause, I mean, this world has 2 moons, so... Could have the same gravity.
Can you destroy this one?
You'll see. They can breathe because, like I said, this is not necessarily the same moon. There could be an atmosphere here as well. This game does not do a whole lot of explaining that bit, but we'll just have to take it as it is. We won't be around here too long.
Oh, they have plastic bags with it.
Oh, that would work, I suppose.
a shrine.
So yeah, this is where we meet the final playable character in the entire game. This is Fusoya. He's old. He's a mage. He's a Lunarian, meaning he was born on the moon.
Woo! Magic. How the hell would you
He's
survive
also like 30 levels higher than we are, which is convenient.
Didn't
And now
really
that we
have
have-
any battle experience at all.
So yeah, now that we have him, we're gonna backtrack to our airship. Yes, that was literally why we did that. I know, it's dumb, right? Yeah, that's true. We're gonna make really good use of him in this next dungeon. So, we're kind of underleveled at this point. And this next dungeon, other than the fact that there's 2 boss fights there and it's probably one of the tougher dungeons to play, this is also where we're gonna be grinding. And my plan is to pretty much get a quote-unquote casual level on my characters in about 15 minutes. You will see how when I do that. It'll be interesting, but also I will say I'm gonna need full focus by the time we get there. And I need somebody that here that can do some counting for me. No, just counting. Just counting, you know, 1, 2, 3, that kind of stuff. So whom can I ask to do that?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Bob Ross, would you be able to count to 30 for me? Also, most epic cutscene in the game here. With all the crystals combined, the giant is going to rise. So he drops down from heaven, so to speak.
Going to rise by dropping.
Yeah, it's the how do you say that? Figuratively going to rise. He can do that. Let's just say this is bad news.
And then...
How to create deserts in 1 second.
Yes, pretty much.
lasers.
That's a mess dress.
Yup. The Red Wings.
It's hard to miss that falling from the sky, though.
I mean, let's see who we see here. That's the dwarves. There's Yang. Yang survived. He was found by the sylphs. Sid we knew was alive.
It's a kind of
The twins, who were revived by the elder. Edward, who has recovered a bit. They're all here to fight the giant. You know, you can only slow this thing down from the outside, so we're gonna have to kill this by going to the inside. There is a way, luckily. Okay, once I hit the save point on this dungeon, that's when I'm gonna need some serious time again. We're gonna start the grind, and the grind is actually pretty complicated in this game. And it would be convenient if one of you guys would be counting for me.
You mean all of us? Yeah.
Sure, works either way.
1!
It's basically
Still have to.
almost...
It's very similar to the SNES run, yes. The SNES run grinds differently from what we do in PSP. But it's around the same, it's pretty much the same kind of enemy. The only difference is, like, they fight the Searcher, and we fight the thing the Searcher summons.
Well, they fight the thing that the Searcher summons.
Okay, but they revive it again then?
They use revive to make it a free kill. It works weird.
Okay.
But they fight it like about 8 times, I think.
Yeah, we fight about 30 of them. Trust me, that's gonna get me up to a casual level in like 15 minutes.
99!
That's the kind of enemy I want to see, but I want to have it after the save point. This is actually a bit of RNG. It can take a while before it can spawn. But you know, we had to play it a bit safe there and make sure that I wouldn't kill myself in the process. Yeah, we have enough cottages. It's fine. Oh, I forgot this one real quick. Okay, so we need searchers, and I need them to spawn a clockwork dragon. That's what we're aiming for. So that's not it.
It's the wrong encounter. I think it's a Searcher laser cannon.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah. Let's see if we can find them. It usually doesn't take that long. Oh, I don't. Ah, there we go. It's like a 20% encounter or so. It's pretty high odds. So yeah, this is basically what I was looking for. We're gonna quake here. And I hope that's gonna kill those beams. Those beam cannons. It did not. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna need Fusoya to be back on full before I'm gonna summon Titan. It's fine if I take a bit of damage. We can handle that much. It'll go fast, trust me. I'll auto for a little bit. Speed up that animation. How? That's the wrong character. How did that stop him? I was supposed to have stop on the Clockwork Dragon. We can probably fix that. Okay, I'm gonna need to... What's probably easiest is to just... Furaga? I probably have some form of a haste spell somewhere that I can use. Because this guy, he's pretty much got every spell in the game. So, if I can... I really hope that did something. If not, we're in trouble. Yep. And then we kill him off like that. I need him to spawn more. That's unfortunate, but that's why we save. So yeah, in trying to speed up the Titan animation, it for some reason, which it shouldn't do during animations, did a selection in the menu. That normally never happens during animations, because those animations are set. That is the correct encounter, but we need to kill 30 of them, so this wouldn't really help me much. So we're just gonna look for another security eye. Like I said, it's like a 20% or something to show up. It's not terrible.
No.
Good call. Good call. I gotta say, by the way, I don't know the... It might be a bit more or less. Probably more.
I don't hear it.
But, yeah. Yeah, it could be as well. It's somewhere around that range. To be fair, I've once had to look for like 20 minutes for... Or not 20, but like 10 minutes for that thing. That's happened before.
Wouldn't be a Final
So I'm gonna wait through the animation. He should summon a Clockwork Dragon here. We stop the Clockwork Dragon. So at this point we can pretty much do whatever we want. He's not gonna do anything. So I'm gonna heal up. Yes, heal up. It seems weird, I know. The Searcher. Make sure he has a good couple thousand health or something. So he can tank some stuff. And let's get this fight on the road. So the idea is, we're gonna tornado the dragon. Kill him off. Attack the Searcher. That is one, by the way. Stop the dragon again. Rinse and repeat. So that's one. 2. Yeah, this is the timing on each of them is very precise. Because if I accidentally stop him, you know, you saw what happened just now. Now the fun part is, he's starting to run out of MP, which is why we picked up all those ethers we picked up along the way. It's all for this guy. Seven?
This is the 7.
Okay. See, that's why I'm only half counting while I'm letting you do that part. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna... That shouldn't give me enough, I don't think. Oh wow, that's just one, really? It is actually technically enough still. I can now tornado again. I was 1 MP short, so I guess it works.
Count to 10, boys. Sounds kind of hard. Maybe we'll start over after 9.
This does take a while. I'm gonna heal him up real quick. Just to make sure that he definitely has the health it takes to just do this. Okay, that's 1/3. It's 1/3 down. I know. This is like the slowest bit, but it's also the most like focus heavy bit. Yeah, that was bound to happen. That's not a huge deal. We have Phoenix Sounds for this kind of stuff. I tornadoed, then stopped. This is where we're going to use one of these elixirs. I will explain why this is very useful, even more than you guys might be able to imagine right now. Like, this has some really interesting side effects. I think we're halfway done, right? See how easy it is to lose count in this fight? Especially if you're focusing on actually not making a mistake in the fight. That's true.
Highly depends. Your advantage.
Well, I guess even more isn't that bad, right?
No, it's just
Doing
slow.
29 might be.
29 actually isn't. 28 is.
So let's do 29 YOLO.
Actually, marathon saying I prefer to do 30.
18. That stop seems to be 100%.
Yeah. Tornado isn't, but stop is.
Imagine it not being.
That would be a welcome fight.
Not really.
11 left.
That's too safe. I am taking the necessary safety here, trust me. I was slightly late on the stop. Just 5 more.
Accidentally press escape. Have to get out of there.
Just you wait, you have no idea.
You're gonna kill the whole team except for
You jinxed it, dude. You just spoiled it.
It was a bit obvious.
It's 28, right?
It was really obvious.
Okay, then I have just enough stop. And I'm still gonna ether to help me kill off party members, since that was spoiled anyway. So this is the 30th dragon, meaning that at this point, my job is to kill off party members. I'm gonna use my remaining 2 ethers to help me do that. We're gonna tornado the clockwork, or the searcher as well. We don't necessarily need to do anything else there, though. This is fine this way. He is not going to bother us. Use a Thundara. That should be enough to kill off you.
Or the 20. Hey, did it make campfire or like?
How long does stuff last anyway?
Infinitely.
Nice.
Or at least long enough. We just leveled her from, I believe, level 23 to level 55. And the interesting thing here is, I mentioned this before as we were grinding on the mountain. Not just her got to level 55, but every party member that's not currently in my party. Meaning Kane got level 55, Sid got level 55, Yang got level 55. You know, all those characters, they're all around level 55 right now. Now that is going to be useful a bit. Maybe I should heal to full here.
Maybe we should save.
Oh, I will. I already had saved, but... just... yeah, something like that. She's fine, she's fine. Assure us. You can get the... power armlet. Let's see. You go. Hold on. Row. Actually, no, I'm doing that wrong. Hold on, because Rosa does need, or Rydia does need to be in front row. That's one of those little things.
SNES version, this is actually the new thread that's being used. The old thread was to level Ash and use throwing darts.
Really? They used the level Edge?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. But yeah, you can see how conveniently this works. Like, we're level 55. This is the 4 elemental archfiends. We're now going to fight them all back to back. We get that full heal again. It's not really going to be a big deal either way. Yeah, you're just gonna die. You're just gonna die. That's all fine. That's all calculated. So is that one. Faraga. I guess he can attack. Whatever. Yeah, both of them are above level 50. So yeah, that basically gets rid of the first cycle. Of the first phase, I should say. So yeah, this guy is obviously weak to ice, because, you know, it's a fire enemy. He can hurt a bit, but we have healing spells. Okay, maybe I should just not waste Rosa's MP as quickly. We should be able to do this with a slightly weaker healing spell, I suppose. You're right, Gab will do. Yeah. This is not a very quick fight, but like after this dungeon is literally the final dungeon, so we are almost done. Okay, that should get me to the third cycle. Magnazzo. We're gonna Fundaga, because obviously this guy must be weak to thunder. But then, what would be the weakness of the wind one? Anybody got any clue there? No, it's not Earth. Because Earth wouldn't hit because he's flying. Wait, did he just die there?
Oh,
I was trying to elixir. That's why we have a rise.
Nice.
That's literally what we have a rise for in case emergency. I wanted to elixir for Soya there, get his health and MP back up. Instead, I just died before I could get the elixir there. The intended strat is to do just that and use the elixir. I also need to heal up Rosa real quick. Kuraja, I'm not going to risk anything with this one. Okay, we'll have 3 elixirs for the final fight. On average, I need 2, so it should be enough. Where is it? It's always in a spot where I cannot find it. There it is. Holy. Yeah.
Tornado, but AoE.
Yeah, Mealstorm is Tornado but AoE. It's why I keep one character just healing every single turn. Just in case he decides to do something stupid like that. This is the hard part of this fight, this one, because of that Mealstorm. It can really mess with you. Like that. Oh god. Okay, back to health. Second try on a rise. Okay, it missed.
Cycle.
We broke it. Oh, now he's petrified.
That's bad.
I need the Asuna. It's my best shot. Oh god, this
is something, man.
This is definitely something. I'm actually gonna have to use one of those elixirs.
It's fine.
We'll still have 2 for the final boss, so we should be okay. Okay, I'll get Kuraga there. That's perfect timing.
Very good decision.
And I'll get a Holy off. There we go. Ooh, that was...
Well done.
So, I don't know. In the SNES version, you actually skip a few phases.
Yeah, you can't do that in this one. That's SNES only. In the PSP version, that's what you gotta deal with. That was... I'm short on elixir though, that could mess up the final fight. It just became slightly less free. Let's just say it like that. That fight tends to be very, very free. Now it's slightly less free.
So, I think that's why the SNES version uses way less grinding, way less dragons. It's because they have infinite money, and because they have infinite money, they can buy elixirs.
Oh, yeah, we don't have the money for it. Exactly. Would you know where to buy them even?
Somewhere on the moon.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not even getting close to that place. Okay, so 1 boss and then the final dungeon left. The safety save being because there is still another boss in this place.
More dragons.
Generally, after this bit, it's pretty free. But then... so... This is the CPU. We're gonna slow that one. We're gonna... flare that one. 21.
But wait.
Counting through this battle, pretty much the same story as with the dragons. 13. Although here it's mostly auto, so it's a bit easier. 26. But I'm gonna go to like 30 for good measure. We're almost there. Seeing high rolls, which is a good thing. 24, 25. It's time to set this up. 26. We're gonna be on 27 going in, so it should be more than enough, especially with the rolls I got. And we're gonna get some more off before the actual meteor. It's just we need to kill with the meteor. The meteor has to be the final blow, so to speak. This guy's got 30k health, and I deal like 1.5k damage a turn. And this deals like 10k. Should be enough now. It's not. Oh
damn.
How is that not enough? Oh,
Wow.
one hit. Okay. One hit is fine. One hit is fine. That could have definitely gone worse. So we meet up with Golbez again. He's now out of the curse from earlier. So it's time we start on that final stretch. This might be PB pace. It's kinda close.
You do have one less elixir though, right?
Come again?
You do have less elixirs.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up 1 elixir in the next dungeon still. That gets me to 2, which is what I need on average. We should generally be fine.
So where did you die?
Especially to this thing, actually.
Really?
I accidentally killed the attack node as well, and it killed me after that.
Damn.
I was still on auto when I used flare,
But
and
that
that...
seems like more than 1.5 minutes.
No, I saved after the archfiends, so I died at the start of this battle. So it's about a minute and a half, I'd say. But yeah, also, usually I need about 2, but what I hadn't mentioned there is usually I don't have the Avenger, because I have a tendency of forgetting to unequip it, so it should be a bit easier even this time. So hopefully, like, with Avenger, I've done it with just 1 elixir. So if we get lucky, we'll only need 1, and we'll be completely fine. If we get, like, unlucky, we'll need 2, definitely. And we'd need to get ridiculously unlucky to need 3.
Which emote do we need to spam to boost your luck?
Ooh, that is a good question. What emote are we gonna go for this time? Like, we did Kevin Turtle yesterday. We've already spammed Bible Thumbs. It did work. Well, it was very clutch, but it did work.
I only wanted to say Magus Pro 6, but that's not a good option.
Nah, that's kind of a thing, right? I mean, considering most people probably won't be subbed.
It's not an emote.
Oh, it's not. Okay. My bad then. So, long story short, Cecil decides, you know, this is a very dangerous journey. You girls should probably stay behind, even though one of those girls is level 55 and is our healer. Probably. She could probably one-shot my entire party with Holy. Also, for some reason, we can land there. That's like the only time that you land there, and it's not a... And it's not one of those plain, or it's one of those higher bits. So I'm actually going to do a strat here. This is only available in a couple categories. There's 2 routes for this dungeon. We call them Earthless and just the regular strat, basically. Earthless is about a minute faster, but it makes the last fight significantly less free. I kinda like the idea of a last fight being free, especially considering we're down an elixir compared to my average one. So we're not gonna do Earthless. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna go back to Mysidia. And basically we're going to pick up some additional party members. Because we can do that. We can swap party members. I should probably Phoenix down you, and unequip that and that. So yeah, remember how I said that every party member not in my party gets the same experience? Namely, the experience that appears on screen? Well, we've got about 5 party members here, out of which none of them were in my party. So let's get Sid, let's get Yang. These guys, so now I've got a party with 4 of the 5 characters being above level 50. Now I've seen casual players go into this final dungeon at level like 45.
So you should be good.
So we should be good. Basically the plan is we're now so over leveled that even though we only did like 15 minutes of grinding, we have a level that's above the average casual. Or at least similar to the average casual. It's just a way of grinding efficiently, so to speak. I should probably do some equipment as well. I'm actually going to switch these 2 around, because that's going to mess me up if I don't. Remove that and get the Avenger equipped. That I did not have in my PB. So good thing we have it here. Headband for boosted attack. Headband there. Cancel. Actually, Genji armors is good. Power armlet. Optimize. I have another headband. Let's go.
Apparently Philfish is gonna be the emote.
Philfish is gonna be our emote.
Apparently.
Okay. Well, we're going with a Philfish fam
It's
then.
reverse psychology now.
Yeah, we're gonna go full reverse psychology on this final boss. It's gonna be good. So I feel like we're going to the final dungeon, right? And we're gonna go all the way on the moon to some super overpowered boss. Let's use Sid to walk there. You know, this old mechanic guy, this old engineer that's just gonna walk over the moon like this. So yeah, from here on it's just, once we reach the Crystal Tower, we enter the final dungeon, and we're gonna round up the game, basically.
So I'm faster than I thought.
It's gonna be close whether this would actually be a PB or not. Probably not, but... Despite that, this is actually a run that's something I was hoping for, you know? This is definitely a run that, regardless how this is gonna end...
Be proud on it.
Yeah, I'll be proud with this one. This is, it's a good marathon introduction for Final Fantasy 1 PSP.
Chrono would be proud, man.
I hope so. Okay, so we're gonna get like the best final dungeon theme. The very theme we started the game with.
Nice.
Not again.
The Barren Redwoods. We're not gonna really hearing a whole lot of it because, well, we'll get so many encounters that we won't actually get to hear anything, but
I hope we will get a bit of encouragement.
who knows. So far we haven't. This is my second back attack and we've had 2 encounters.
Right there.
Oh, okay, we get a preemptive.
It's promising. It just depends on how
Okay.
the later encounters go.
Why not?
Because we can, dude. If you can walk through walls, why not do so?
One step.
2-step actually, but yeah. We can still run away at this point. There is a point coming up where we can't do that anymore. We'll have teleport by that point, which works all the same, but this is that safety elixir I mentioned. So now we have 2 for the final fight, which in theory should be enough. Should be more than enough. That's like what I usually need, so... Still not gonna let it bother me. We've got 3 characters alive with like 4.5k health at most, so... I think we'll be okay. All these back attacks though, this is like ambushes in this dungeon are very common, I gotta admit to that much, but this is still particularly unlucky so far.
But this is not yet the part where it really matters.
Very true. This is not where it's all or nothing. Like, this is still all fairly quick to run from it.
So I get him out of the way now.
Aruman, you may remember him from yesterday when we fought him in Final Fantasy 1. He's one of the one of the Dark Crystal bosses of Final Fantasy 3. We are actually dealing a lot of damage on him. This guy is just runnable, you know? Okay, this is the last heal tile we're gonna be seeing. Time to use my... I actually have 1 cottage spare. Yeah, time to heal up. Do a final safety save. And this is it. You can see here my levels, like all 55-ish, except for Cecil. Yeah, we don't need Cecil. Lunar Subterrane, boys. This is where running starts becoming a whole lot more difficult. And we got an encounterless first floor. Done. Dude, nice.
And second floor.
This is still like the best stretch I've ever had in this bit.
That's funny.
Where is teleport? There it is. That's how we do it here.
Nice.
Because even though some of these encounters might not be runnable, they can still just be... we can still just teleport ourselves away. We'll get some hits in before that point, but... it's pretty quick to run.
If only she goes fast.
Another nice thing is we don't actually need to heal before this next boss fight, even though it's the final boss. We'll just go in full YOLO, we'll not heal. I think that's smart, right? So yeah, this guy, we can just run away. There are still a few that are runnable. Oh wow, 3 of them in a row.
Okay.
That great stretch at the start just now made that just made it average. At least they're runnable. They're still slow though.
Nice.
Okay.
There we go.
That's
Red
it.
dragons?
Nope,
Okay.
not today. So it's time for Zemus. But Gulbas and Fusoya, they beat us to it. They've got some powerful magic, so they might be able to do something here.
Nice.
So yeah,
It's gonna take a while.
It's actually somewhat more common in PSP. I don't tend to see them a whole lot. So they've got Meteor. Meteor deals a good amount of damage.
Okay.
So yeah, that was Zemus. That was Final Fantasy IV. Everybody, don't call time yet. But yeah, that was Zemus. See, easy boss, easy game, easy go.
You said it wasn't the easiest. The last boss.
Yeah, I told you that, right? You can see here, I wasn't lying.
True. But those elixirs, though.
Oh right, we didn't even need them.
if only we had Sid.
We have to.
You know, the cutscene.
Oh. Wait, what's this? That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go focus here for a bit. I have practiced this fight enough. I've never died on this fight, so that's a good sign. Oh, this boss can't ambush me, unlike Final Fantasy II. Yeah, 999. That's looking good. Wait, we're healing though. They look green.
Wait, what?
What?
It's actually damage.
That's healing here. Oh, that could be bad. I don't have anything to tank 9,999 health. I mean, I've got like 4.5k on Yang, but that's about where it ends. Okay, I'm gonna say this in advance since I'm gonna focus on this next fight. Time is as soon as this next boss dies. So the moment you see him die, you can click time. It's a couple minutes that
So
fight.
what's your
but
beating?
323 something.
What's his health exactly?
I don't know what his health is at. No clue. But yeah, we made it this far. I'm actually really happy that we made it this far in a marathon run, because this was the run I was scared of. Yeah. Other than the one reset I did on purpose, it was deathless. So they're gonna revive us. This is why I said I didn't need to heal before this fight. We're gonna get a full heal. I know, right? I know, right? That does take forever. Yeah, this is not gonna do anything. I need you to throw the crystal. Okay, here we go. It's focus time, boys.
Failfish.
Bit of an early heal there. Should be okay. Black hole is fine. That just means that I'm not berserked anymore. Oh, that is not good. That is bad. This is what we have elixirs for, in case that happened. That was actually flare on her is like worst case scenario.
So they can only happen twice.
Yeah, pretty much. But we get him out of flare phase soon-ish. Once he's in the meteor phase, we're pretty much done. Crrool, get ready. I think he's about to hit meteor, after which... Yeah, there we are. We are in meteor. You'll see the difference between that flare and this meteor. Get ready on time. Time. That is a new console record. Dude, that's a PB by 2.5 minutes.
Congrats.
And with it, a new console world record by 2.5 minutes. So, yeah, that was Final Fantasy IV, everybody. That was as good as I could have hoped for, honestly.
So, you know how to Final Fantasy?
Roughly. It's a whole lot more difficult than this.
They have, well, first off, they only have 2 characters alive.
Yeah, so in the same, it's fairly similar to Earthless. In that case, you just use Kain to deal all the
Where's
damage.
music?
Okay.
Oh, it'll start again in a second. Just give it a minute.
It's probably
So yeah,
pretty
I'll
similar.
quickly show off the story before we're gonna end BSG in general, I suppose.
How do you even beat this? Like 40 minutes faster. What?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, there are a lot more risks that you can take, which save pretty big amounts of time. And being on auto a little bit more does help. Like, I play it very safe on a lot of the autos to not make mistakes. By actually being able to time that more precisely, you can save a lot. So yeah, we saved the world. The moon that we had there, we would see that in a little bit, actually is about to disappear. We stopped Zeromus, you know, the end of the world is not gonna happen. You know, it's your classic, we saved the world kind of story. There is a continuation to this, in the interlude, which plays 1 year later, and the after years, which plays, I believe, like 30 years later, or 20 years later, I think, something like that. Where this story goes on, it is honestly, like, I'm not gonna go too far in detail.